Hey, welcome back to my channel, Life Advantage Now with Andre Caraway. And I think y'all know how I am. I'm pretty big on traffic safety and keeping everybody safe. And today is going to be kind of a little review over some stuff that we've already went over. And I don't mind reviewing it. If I have to review it 100,000 times, then that's what I'll do. And today, what I want to talk about is I remember in a couple videos back, we talked about turn signals. Okay. And so today, well, that's what we're going to talk about today. It's kind of a review, but in the last few videos we talked about that. But just here, like the last week or two ago, I was actually in a restaurant, and I can't, they always sit you close to somebody, even if you want to sit by yourself. But anyway, I was sitting down, we're ordering our food, and couldn't help to overhear about how the guy sitting next to me, how he was so upset for getting a ticket for not using his turn signal. And you remember before we talked about, you have to use that. And the same thing that we talked about is the same thing that he said. You would think that, you know, they knew I was going to turn because of the lane that I was in, but it doesn't matter. Remember, whether you're in the lane that knowingly that you're going to turn or not, you have to use that blinker. Okay, the law states that you have to use a blinker, and so I just couldn't help but overhear that. And he was telling them how, and that's the thing that you don't realize is that it affects the traffic around you. Okay, he was explaining to him and explaining about. He was like, "Well, I don't care about," and it's true. You know, if someone's behind you and they're not paying attention, well, then that's really their fault. But the thing is that if you're helping to create a horrible environment, then it doesn't help either way around. So that's why they're telling. That's why you have to use all your safety features that your vehicle has. They're there for a reason. Okay, so me, I always like to go and do some research and stuff like that just to kind of provide more information. But it's not really information. It's just some summary notes. But it says rules, U.S. rules of the road. It says whether visiting or moving to another country, it is crucial to familiarize yourself with the traffic laws that surround you. No matter what your intentions are towards driving, learning the rules of the road will keep you safe in an unfamiliar nation. Some rules in America vary from state to state in even some large cities. These differences can pertain in signage, speed limits, and punishments for breaking certain laws. Okay? However, if you choose to drive when visiting or moving to the United States, there are a number of key regulations that apply across the country. And although it is good, like I told you, if you just practice, you know, safe habits, if you practice, okay, I know the speed limit is 50. Let me try not to go more than over 10. Just try to practice safe, habits. A lot of issues most people won't even have. And here's something right here, just which is just good to know. It says it's useful to know that general attitude towards driving in the U.S. is one of the adventurous spirit. The idea of a road trip, part of the American way of life, and having a car and taking a drive is an activity that people in the U.S. embrace as a pastime. It is something a family might do on a weekend, or something a couple of or an individual might find themselves doing just for fun. Okay, but again, however you look at it, you still have to follow rules and regulations. Remember, I told you, don't matter if you're 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, or 90, you have a driver's license. If you have a legal driver's license, you still have to follow rules and regulations, because no matter if that guy was 45, it don't matter if he was 80. If their intent was to pull them over because they weren't using the blinker, then they got pulled over. Didn't matter what age they were. Okay? But that's why you have to do what you're supposed to do when you're on the road. Remember, that's going to keep, you safe and everybody else safe. Okay? So, again, that's kind of all I wanted to go over today, was just kind of review some stuff. We're going to go over intersections in the next video. So, like I say, we'll just do a couple of things at a time. But again, if you do have questions and concerns, the email address is andrecaraway@lifeadvantagenow.com. And you can always leave comments and your concerns. So I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.